Greetings everyone, Angrid here of another HBars 4 replay. So on top left side is the magenta Chinese, we have LoueMT. On bottom right side is the cyan French, we have Maria, I think. Because usually Maria is spelled with I, not an E. Oh well. Either way, let's go and cover each player's civilization economic bonuses. The French do, of course, have a slightly faster villager time. Additionally, they do also build, get free melee blacksmith upgrades, as well as in castleways, they will have access to cheaper units and through the influence around a keep. The Chinese do have the imperial official there. They improve the drop-off, as well as able to collect up some taxable income. Additionally, there's some more effects when coming to the age, the dynasty, such as going to Song Dynasty will reduce the villager production time down to 15 seconds, rather than the base 20 seconds. Scout and Scout will spot each other. There's a handful of deer there. We got the Spore on the high ground. Well, he's king of this mountain. Pumbaa really has stepped up the world, hasn't he? School of cavalry now being deployed out by the French, not uncommon. The French, or the Chinese right now, don't have enough resources to get to the next age just yet. Now, he now does have, he may eye for, I'm not sure what he's going to eye for. Let's go for the Imperial Academy, which will of course increase the taxable income around this region. More precisely, in nearby buildings generate plus 100% increased tax gold. Here for officials can also use that location as a drop-off point. School of Cavalry is being built, which is a stable, which also makes all of your stables produce 20% faster. The biggest benefit, I would say, to the landmark is literally the fact that it's just a stable. So you don't have to take time to collect up 150 wood and then build out a stable in order to deploy out your now 2 Royal Knights on the build queue. Scout moving around. Got this Royal Knight now advanced on forward. Both sides players advance the next age. He knows it's against French, so he needs to get out some spearmen. The chance of him fighting Imperial Royal Knights are very likely. He does take time and starts stabbing some sheep there at the spearman. That may have been a misclick. He may have been just trying to click on the location, not necessarily to kill that sheep. But the sheep is down. He put down that sheep, but the traitor he was. Doesn't act like the good sheeple and just follow him to glory. Do not have stable deploying field. Common composition for the French is Royal Knight Archer. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. And so going for Spearman and Archer would be a good idea. Spearmen to engage the Royal Knights and Archers to engage the Archers. Spearmen, of course, can cage Archers, but not very well. The fact that their spears simply can't reach far enough. There needs to be at least 30 feet long in order to reach those Archers more successfully, not their 10 feet long. We do now have this Scout moving around. We do have, looks like a bit of berries being collected up. He probably was just trying to get the mill for the wheelbarrow out. They didn't bother to retask the villager onto something else than berries. Obviously, walls have gone up over here, which will help choke up the right side of the map. We got a handful of sheeple here still remaining for the Chinese player. The French player popped 3 sheep there. Looks like he has about... Oh, there's 2, literally the exact same amount. That's funny. So he's about 500 food there. Horseman and Scout moving around. Looks like the French is eyeing for some forest puppers. And right now we've got 3 horsemen versus 2 Royal Knights. Additionally, there's a good number of defensive spearmen. The spearmen are being pushed forward as well, so it looks like the Chinese player is eyeing for some aggression. We got the archery here. The French has obtained enough stone for a town center, but he does not have enough wood for a town center. Chinese player is not collecting up any wood, so the Chinese player is not eyeing for additional town center. If he falls to the Bardic Sun or his Castle Age landmark, he will of course have the Song Dynasty to get out faster villagers, 25% faster. Exotic Doggo does receive some stabs there, does not go down. We got 2 Royal Knights here. He does spot the Force here. Of course, each side scout won't really provide as much damage unless it's to the other scout. Now, a handful of archers here, which will do minimal damage versus these horsemen. They do have 5 damage. The horsemen do have 2 inherent pierce armor. So still a decent amount, but nothing too significant. Horse puppets here have all gone down. That is the French player killing off all the deer there, and they're very spread out. I'm not sure why he did that. Bardic Sun now being pulled on the field, which will allow the Chinese player to advance to the Song Dynasty. He will be placing out right next to these forest puppers. There are 7 villagers there. He could perhaps get an 8th one up the mix. The Bardic Sun does have 8 garrisonable slots, and you can garrison harvest up to 8 people onto a single deer carcass. We do, of course, have the towns that are going on up. There's still quite a bit of distance between the deer and all of them. Chinese do find 1 more sheeple. He's going to lead in the glory. He's leading the battle. Horsemen are now falling back. You probably saw that towns that are going on up. Song Dynasty is now began. Now do you have the survival techniques being pulled on out of the field? Something I want to check. Just give me 1 moment. Yeah, you can see all the pure officials here, but you can't see the dynasty effects in the replay. I really need to look them up to look up all the dynasty effects. I gotta get general idea of what all the unit unlocks are, such as the Ming Dynasty for the Grenadier and the Yuan Dynasty for the Fire Lancers. So you can get Fire Lancers in Castle Age. It's just that you have to pull out all your landmarks for that. It's a good unit, but that's why we see it a bit more often in Imperial Age rather than Castle Age. Because people tend to only pull out 1 of the landmarks in Castle Age. After all, Astronomical Clock Tower is very good. The Imperial Palace is just nah. Survival techniques now been pulled on the field. Spearmen falling back. We got 3 Royal Knights right here. Right now, the Chinese player does have a larger. Nope, they don't have the same size of force in the field. Of course, higher quality for the Cyan player. And we do actually have a 2nd town center here, right next to Bardic Sun. That's up to 18 garrisonable slots there for protection. I do love the Chinese music in Age of Empires 4. It's sort of similar to like a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean music, honestly, with that deep bass string sound. Is it bass? I always forget which one it is. I do not know any of the name of the string instruments, nor the woodwinds, nor the percussion, or had very little of the brass. You have these Royal Knights and Scout moving around. We got a decent number of spearmen here for protection. And the Bureau official could collect some protection money from the mill there. There's 270 gold inside of that mill, so there's a lot of protection money he could obtain. And now those knights are falling back. A couple villagers there building some palisade walls there. These horsemen may find them. Spearmen still in pursuit of these Royal Knights. Horsemen engaging these villagers there, getting some good kills. Horsemen now falling on back. And down here we do have villagers being spotted by a scout. The scout does have an axe, but the axe does 1 damage. Horseman does find the horseman. Sheep still being led to battle. A couple spearman hits there onto these royal knights. He does not have chivalry at the moment, and his area is blocked off, but we do have additional talents on the far side. His wood line is a little exposed. Positioners do get a good volley there on the scout. The scout does go down, and now one of these royal knights will go down, the wounded one. The other two should be able to escape on out there. Royal Knights falling on back. Of course, his escape opportunity is dwindling. There is an opening course here, and here, and here. Royal Knights take the opportunity to pick off this horseman, but he will lose both his Royal Knights there. And now the scout could go down. Of course, it's just a scout. He could leave that alone for the time being. Doesn't pose a threat to his villagers, so it's not really an important thing to hunt down, in my opinion. A single horseman to hunt it down is probably more than plenty. More villagers bring up some more walls. So far, got 3 town centers for the Chinese player, and he is, of course, in the Song Dynasty, so that makes it 3.75 town centers. His opponent is on 2 town centers, which, of course, is French, which is a little bit faster in villager production. Right now, it's 17 seconds, so it's probably improper. I'm guessing it's like 20% faster. It always rounds down when it comes to Essence Engine. Astronomical clock tower now being deployed down the field. Blue Scout may spot that. And now we've got the guild hall going up. Very nice. I like seeing the guild hall. It is being deployed right here. The guild hall acts like similar to a bank, but instead of with depositing units and you get interest in return, it simply just gives you resources and it collects faster the more resources are stored on up. I think it's a really good item to mix along with the Red Palace, so you get out a lot of additional keeps. Guild Hall is now, of course, automatically set to food. He has not reset to anything just yet. But honestly, there's a lot of opportunity you could just set to other resources as well. He maybe is eyeing for a bit of food. It's a good source of both gold and stone late game with more harder resources to obtain. Looks like the side tried to pull out some walls there to stop these walls or the relic being claimed. Both players in the castle age at the moment. Neither side has obtained a relic. Magenta's killed off 4 villagers at the moment. Cyan does have a much smaller army than Magenta, and not to mention much less quality. You only have 1 Royal Knight in the field. He knows about the large number of spear in the field, so decided not to pull out more Royal Knights. Got a healthy number of archers. You got a clock tower and SFBs being pulled in the field. So I was going to go ahead and take time to finish off those walls. Berries being cleaned on up. Good kill down that villager. Royal Knight does not go down there when the horsemen do go down. 3 of the horsemen, I should say. So a good little pick there for the French player, since he's behind on military. It is very important he does get these picks like that. So we're going to do advance forward. We have some French man-at-arms, a relatively rare unit to see. Of course, got these tower and the town center firing away. Right now, the French player does have 3 town centers. Of course, it's a little bit less village production, it's down to 16. So in other words, his village production is slightly less than his opponent, but of course has been gaining a little less. We got a good number of Zinjanus in the field. Horsemen and Knight will go down. Man-at-arms a little bit overwhelmed. There's no... Actually, there is a handful, good number of crossbows in the field. Now think about it, man-at-arms are probably a really bad item to pull out on the field because these some of the current opponents are going to go for a large number of Royal Knights. So, crossbow is going to be a very good item to pull out on the field. But in this case, he went from man-at-arms and they got annihilated because they were not, because they're still vulnerable to crossbows. Got Clock Tower Nest of Bees on the field as well. This villager trying to shank this villager. Spearman trying to pursue these horsemen. There, of course, is a breach there. Outpost being upgraded. Man-at-arms advancing forward. But you got, of course, a good number of archers in the backline to hit these spearmen. Clock Tower Nest of Bees does not get a shot off there. It does back off in time. The outpost provides good spotting. Clock Tower Nest of Bees does find a small hit there on those archers. Looks like all the spearmen have gone down. He can't really stay around the region with that Clock Tower Nest of Bees. His archers more than likely to this force. We do got a Spring Gold here. The Spring Gold emplacement does do 40 damage, which does overcome the 20 pierce armor of the Clock Tower Nest of Bees. So maybe we've got to have to focus on the Clock Tower Nest of Bees. Man-at-arms does get gunned down there. And he's eyeing for more man-at-arms. And the guild hall is still a set of food, so he does have a stockpile of food. Horseman advance on forward, and Horseman does get inside the tower there. It is upgraded with Spring Gold, gotta keep over here. The benefits for the French keeps, reducing the cost of units, does not apply to barracks if I remember correctly. It applies to the archer range and stables, not to barracks. Got a good number of French villagers here trying to throw some torches. Got a mining camp by Cyan and by Magenta. And decides to fall back. Doesn't want this force to move around. There's a good number of villagers here that could be picked off. They're done collecting the berries. And they will get gunned down. That villager will get bombarded. All those villagers go down, so good pick there by Magenta. So a decent range force here. Villagers have repaired up this tower. And more Science villagers getting picked off right here. Ooh, Science losing too many villagers. We got a number of Palace Guards pulling in the field. Of course, Arbiteers will be very effective in this situation. Science Keep will start being deployed on out. French men-at-arms do receive a fire there. Palace Guards being pursued. And now I got these forces quickly forward, trying to stop that keep from going up. Science lost a significant number of villagers. That's going to keep deployed in the field, which will force back those units. So got this force in the back line, archers straight forward. They don't have any upgrades at the moment. Does play some palings, but the palings are too far away from to get the range benefit. These guys could pull out palings there. Clock Tower Nest of Bees forward. Man-at-arms and now engaging. Now you got a Spirit Wave now being employed on out, which is the Imperial Age landmark for Magenta for the Chinese. Also got some of these villagers. The Spirit Way allows you, so as your dynasty units start falling, nearby units will get attack speed and health regen for a short amount of time. And Sign does fall back out of the game now. It's Adam Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.